I realized I haven't been keeping up with the vlogs because I've just been getting carried away with life. Staying at the hostel, I met so many people and I was literally always talking to somebody. Like, I never had alone time. But that's a good thing about hostels. It's like you are traveling on your own, like you're a solo traveler, but you meet other solo travelers, and so you're not actually ever solo. You are always with somebody. It was really good. So I'm in Recife now, and I actually have a studio flat basically all to myself. So I think I'm gonna get back to making videos, back to like vlogging, because I really couldn't in Rio. I had such a good time. That was literally so much fun, and I felt really safe there. Like on my first day I went walking around Capibaribe beach, and people were so nice. Everyone said bon dia, everyone smiled at me and said good morning, hello, and there was even like a little party thing happening at the beach. So someone came up to me and was like, oh, do you know what this is? So I tried to explain to them, and then they could probably hear from my accent that I wasn't Brazilian. So the guy was like, oh, where are you from? And when I said England, he was like, well, like, welcome to Rio, I hope you have a good time here and whatever. So all the taxi drivers said that as well, you know, everyone was really, really nice. Yeah, it was great. I had a great time. I didn't go out that much. I went out like 2 nights, the first to a boat party and the second around Lapa. So Lapa is like that's the place. If you want to go clubbing, if you want to go out drinking, you want to go out to bars and stuff and dancing, Lapa is the place to do that. But I didn't enjoy it that much. I would have preferred, you know, I really wish I went to a baile funk. That would have been so much fun. But apparently they start really late at night, and I just wasn't about to do that. Plus I met a guy, and then so I just spent my night with him instead. Instead of like going out. But yeah, so Rio was really good. What else to tell you? I felt really safe. Of course, I was always in a group, really. Like, the only time I was alone was on the last day. I just went to the beach during the day on my own. And that was fine. In terms of, like, my belongings, I just had I had this, like, plastic bag. I'll show you. So I bought this bag, well, my mum did. She bought this ages ago, and it's waterproof, and it's, like, you can seal it and fully just dunk it underwater, and anything inside is, like, completely protected. So I had my phone and my money in there, and I would, if I wanted to go into the water, I would just swim with it, and it's fine. So I didn't ever feel like conscious about somebody stealing my phone on the beach. And to be honest, like where there was a lot of people, I didn't think anyone was gonna try and rob me. I didn't feel like that would happen. Of course, that might just be me being naive. But from what I gather, it feels like the type of robberies that happen in Brazil is like there'll be like a few people that will target somebody and like physically assault them to steal from them. Whereas in Europe, like what happened to me when my phone got stolen in Barcelona, I didn't even notice the thief. Like, he just took it out of my pocket, and yeah, like within a second I realized that it was gone. And there was nothing I can do. But in Brazil, it feels like if you're walking around on your own, especially at night, I wouldn't do that. At night, I was never walking around on my own. I was always with at least one other person. You know, safety in numbers. And yeah, I didn't feel like anyone was ever going to try steal from me. I actually went to 3 favelas in the end, and I liked it. I thought it was chill. Like, the people there were nice. The one looked at me funny. Nobody was like looking at me in an uncomfortable way or making me feel uncomfortable. So yeah, it was really interesting. And now I landed in Recife yesterday. So Recife is a city in the northeast, and it's got a lot of beaches. It's got a lot of really nice buildings actually. So I'm gonna be exploring the city centre. And it's actually sunny here, because when I arrived in Rio it was raining so much and the weather did not improve. There was 2 sunny days. And so the first sunny day, that was when I went to see Christ the Redeemer, the Sugarloaf Mountain. And then I tried to catch the sunset, but You know, the type of sunset I was expecting to see, I wanted like an orange pink sky, but it just never came. But I was going to Ipanema every single night, like to try and see the sunset to get a really pretty video, but that didn't happen. But it's okay. And here, the weather here is so much better because the northeast is a lot closer to the equator. So it's actually a blue sky. It's really pretty. And the beach, apparently the water's gonna be really hot. In Rio, the water was freezing and the waves were really, really strong. So you could go in the water, but to swim in the water, I think it was kind of impossible actually, because it was like the lifeguard always would beep at you if you tried to, whistle at you if you tried to go too far, because the waves were so strong. Like even standing in the wave, like in the shallow part of the beach, the water was so strong, like you would end up moving to the side anyway. And yeah, so I don't know, it wasn't the perfect weather for Rio. It's not what I expected. I had really high expectations, but I still loved it. I still loved every second, and I want to live there. Yeah, I want to live there. I want to relocate and live there. People's accents were kind of hard to get used to. I feel like the kind of Portuguese that I know is maybe the one from Sao Paulo, the accent from Sao Paulo. It's a lot like, because I was hanging out with some Brazilian girls and they were from Sao Paulo, and I had no problem understanding them. But then some of the people from Rio, I think maybe it's some of the expressions that they use that I found a bit difficult to understand. But I still loved it. And it was so good. I was speaking Portuguese all the time. I spoke English to like a few of the people, a few of the like the European people in the hostel. But other than that, I was using Portuguese every day, so it was really good practice. Now that I'm here in Recife, I've only gone to the supermarket. From what I've like heard so far, I think the accent's gonna be difficult for me to understand. Yeah, but we'll see. I'm excited. I'll probably just chill here for today. Look at the TV. This is a really posh room. This is luxury. The hostel that I was in Rio, oh my god. It was so bad. It was so bad. As soon as I walked in, it stank of wet clothes, because it had just been raining and there's nowhere to hang the clothes to dry, to hang the towels to dry. So they were just in the room, and the room was kind of cold, so it was just smelled damp, just smelled really damp. And yeah, it was really tiny, the room that it put me in. Barely any space to move around. It was really hard to organize myself, whereas here I've literally spread out so much. I've got all my stuff in the bathroom, my stuff in 2 wardrobes, all the cupboard space. Like life is great. Loving it. This is so luxury. And there's a rooftop with a swimming pool, and there's a gym as well, so I might check that out today. I might just use today as like, okay, I think I'll go to the beach. I'll go to the beach, and then when the sun sets a lot earlier than I thought. So it sets at around 6 p.m, which is really early. In Europe, we're kind of used to like when it's summer, the sun will set at 10 p.m. So the days are really long in summer, whereas this just kind of feels like a sunny winter. It feels like a sunny winter because it's warm during the day, but then the sun sets at 6 p.m. And that's gonna limit me as well, because my Airbnb host kind of scared me. He said don't walk around at night on your own. He said don't walk around on your own during the day as well. But I have no option. I don't know that many people here, so it's gonna have to happen. I'm gonna have to walk around on my own. And if that's dangerous, well, shit then. There's nothing I can do, is there? So, yeah. But I might go to the beach, then come back here and watch Netflix. Cook some food, have some food. Maybe go to the rooftop bar. Or actually, I don't know if it's a bar, but the rooftop pool. Take pictures of all the buildings, because there's so many skyscrapers here, so I think it's gonna be a really pretty view. And then come back and watch Netflix in bed. Yeah, that's the plan. Okay, so I'll catch you up probably tomorrow. Now that I'm on my own, I feel like I'm way more comfortable talking to a camera, so yeah, we'll see about that. Bye bye. Okay, so I just got back from walking around Recife. I went to the city centre. I took an Uber because I don't have a Brazilian SIM card, so I don't have internet when I'm on the streets. I also don't have signal. So I downloaded an offline map on Google, and that's how I've been getting around. Even in Rio as well, that's how I was getting around. At least in Rio, I had loads of friends, I had loads of people to go to places with, and the hotel that I chose was one that did free tours. So like, it was a lot of like Brazilian local people that were taking us to places. So I felt really comfortable and safe. Today, on the other hand, I did not feel safe. Like my professor, my teacher, like my Portuguese teacher, she lives here, and she warned me like it's the same as Rio. Be really careful about your belongings. Make sure you look around before you take your phone out and stuff. And so yeah, so I took an Uber to the city centre to São José because I saw on Google Maps that there was so many pretty churches, and I was like, okay, I want to have a look. I want to see pretty buildings. I want to take nice pictures. So I did that, and I wasn't expecting that many people in the city centre, but there were so many people. And I was obviously the only tourist. I think I'm the only tourist in the city right now. I don't think there's many tourists that come here, and if they are tourists, they're Brazilian. So, you know, like, I don't think any European people have heard of Recife anyway. When you think of Brazil, you think Rio de Janeiro, Sao Paulo, and maybe Brasilia, because that's the capital. But Recife, the northeast, I don't know. But I still managed to take a few pictures. I was trying to be really careful, but someone did come up to me and was like, you should really be careful with your phone. Like, this is one of the worst areas in the world. You can be assaulted and stuff, and I was like, okay. But the thing is, I had to take my phone out anyway. I didn't really have much of a choice because I needed to check where I was. Anyway, I think in total I must have stayed there for about an hour, literally walking around, trying to be as mobile as possible. Like, I didn't want to just stay in one spot. And then I took the train back, which was pretty easy. So I made sure to Google the route, Google all the stations that I needed to go to, and bought my ticket there, got on the train, was listening out for which station was coming up, and then yeah, walked back here. But that was stressful. That felt stressful. I didn't feel that same way in Rio. I think probably because I was with other people and because there were so many more other tourists, whereas here I feel like I really stand out. Like, people were really looking at me. Like, I know I'm beautiful, but there were so many men as well. Like, on the way from the train station to my Airbnb, there were just so many men. Just think, just go away. So unnecessary. Anyway, I'm gonna have a chill day. I think it's still quite early in the day now, and the sun will go down in about 4 or 5 hours. So I've got time to either go to the beach or go to the rooftop. So I'm in the pool on the rooftop. And yeah, I need to have food as well. I keep forgetting to eat. But when I was in Rio, I pretty much only ate twice a day. Like, I had breakfast for free at my hostel, and then I'd go out and do stuff, maybe grab a snack, and then by the time I was ready to eat with other people, it would be like 3 or 4 o'clock. So, and then we would do stuff in the evenings as well, like going out, so there wasn't actually time to have dinner. And lately I haven't really been having 3 meals, which isn't good, but I know that as soon as I get back to Manchester, I'm gonna have, you know, my diet's gonna go back to normal. It's just weird. Like, I don't know which supermarkets to go to, what products I can trust, which restaurants to go to as well. Like, this is the weird and wonderful thing about traveling though. You have to like adapt. You have to try really hard to just figure something out and yeah, make it work. But yeah, I'll update you soon. Okay, hi guys. Today is Thursday morning. I've straightened my hair. I was like, you know what, why not? I want to look cute. And my curls were they weren't looking nice today. I don't know what happened. I didn't change my routine, they just weren't looking nice. So I was like, okay, well, I brought the straighteners, I might as well use them. So the plan for today is go to the city centre and buy another suitcase, just a little one, because so when I arrived in Rio, my suitcase didn't arrive, and for 3 days I had nothing. 3 days I didn't have a change of clothes, I didn't have a toothbrush, I didn't have anything, so I had to buy everything all over again. And I may have gone a little bit overboard. I may have spent a little bit too much money and got some like trousers and some, you know, nice things, a nice new hairbrush and everything. Things that, you know, I could have probably waited, but because I didn't know when my suitcase was arriving, I just was like, fuck it, I'm buying everything. I'm gonna treat myself because I'm, you know, I was suffering. Not joking. But as it turns out, I brought too many things in my suitcase and I forgot that I fully packed my suitcase, and I don't know why I did that. Like, I'm really like questioning, like, why did past Larissa do this? Why did I pack so many things? So altogether the suitcase weighs 17 kilograms, which is too much. I had to pay excess to get it on the plane to Recife, so I need to go buy another little suitcase. Then I've got 3 bags, which is fine. I've got 1 accessory, 1 little suitcase for the cabin, and 1 checked-in luggage. So but that means I just have to go and buy one again. So I'm scared to go to the city centre, but what I've done now is, you know, I learnt my lesson after Barcelona, after getting my phone stolen in Barcelona. So I brought a spare phone, my old phone. That's the one that I'm gonna take with me, and I've figured out how to download an offline map and everything. And the camera isn't too bad. I'm not gonna take any videos because the video quality is bad, but the pictures are okay. So I think I'll go to the city centre, buy the suitcase, go to a museum, and go to this other part which is like really pretty from what I've seen on Google Images. But yeah, so if anyone steals my phone, at least it's the old one, not the iPhone. Because when I went the other day to the city centre, I was scared. Like I was petrified. Yeah, I was terrified. I'm gonna take a motor taxi. That's a really fun thing in Brazil. On the Uber app, they actually have like a list of options, and one of them is a motorbike, like a motor taxi. And I took it twice when I was in Rio, so I'm gonna take it again now. I think that's gonna be fun. It's cheaper as well than like getting in a car. And like, why do I need to get in a car? The car doesn't, okay, it's safer, but I can see the views better in a motor taxi if they give me a helmet as well. They're supposed to give you a helmet, but yeah, so that's gonna be fun. That's the plan. I'll be seeing my teacher hopefully Friday, Saturday, and we'll do some other things together. Go to another city called Olinda. It's a bit further out, but it's pretty anyway. I haven't seen any pictures actually, I don't know, but everyone says that it's pretty, so I've got high hopes. So yeah.
Vai. Um brinde. Prova aí pra ver se você vai gostar. Bom?
Muito bom.
Então, vou pegar o telefone.
Sim.
Provando comida pernambucana. Isso aí. Vai, se você... Vai lá.
Ok.
Quero... Comendo... Bom? Ah, tá bom. Ok. E você já provou o purê? Vai no purê agora, vai no purê. Bom. Ah, tá tudo certo.
Subiu nada mais nada menos do que a ladeira da misericórdia.
Val, vai pra casa, a gente vai.
Tchau, até amanhã. Tchau, até amanhã.
Pelas ruas de Olinda. Olha pra cá. Ah! Ah, lindo.
Sim, mas tá faltando pouco.
Colocou? Ah, agora vê bem, você tem que comer o cuscuz, esse aí é o queijo coalho que a gente comeu ontem no purê, que você comeu na praia, mas isso aí ele é feito de uma outra maneira, entendeu?
Sim.
Pronto, aí agora você vai pegar um pouquinho de tudo. E você vai provar o cuscuz. Tem que ser sincera, se não gostar é pra falar também, tá bom?
Eu vou gostar. Tenho fé.
Vai. Bom. Uma comida daqui, né? Gostoso?
Beijo.
Gostoso?
Sim. Não é o que eu esperava.
Ok.
Eu esperava mais doce.
Mais doce? Ah, ok. Não, mas é salgadinho, salgadinho.
Mas é bom, assim.
Tá gelada?
Sim.
Boa. Melhor do que a do
Muito
Rio, né?
fresca,
Melhor do que a do Rio. Ah, muito bem.
Ah, vocês querem ver jacaré?
Gostei.
Gostou?
Gostei.
Mas esse ou o graviola de ontem?
Graviola.
Ah,
Graviola é perfeito.
Perfeito. Esse é o mais esperado de todos, tá? Esse é o mais esperado de todos.
Deixa eu provar.
Em plena Rua do Bom Jesus, a rua mais famosa de Recife, comendo bolinho de rolo. Eita. Ah, né? Claro. Sim.
Gostoso.
Sim, esse aí sim.
Sim.